I'm glad you brought it up because it and so many things in my past are what made that charge about that I got in trouble with a couple of years in 1960 and 1970 something so hurtful to me. I had done Black History, Lost, Strayed, or Stolen was produced by Perry Wolf, known in the trade as Ski Wolf. He's very good, done a lot of good documentaries. And I produced one of them with, it was done with the great comedian, with Bill Cosby. And I did the script, and I was nervous about writing a script for Bill Cosby. And I remember we went down into this viewing room downstairs, and Cosby took my script, and his agent was with him. And he looked at the script and read it aloud, and it was very flat, I thought, the way he read it. And his agent didn't care much for it. So Cosby, I didn't know what I was really on pins and needles. Cosby says, "I love it." Cosby read my script, and he read it that way. Absolutely the opposite from how a great actor would have read it. But it was so good the way he read that script, and it was another revelation for me to have a script of mine read that way by someone who was as good and added something to it that I hadn't given it. And the broadcast and got great acclaim, the one that Cosby did, Black America, Lost, Strayed, or Stolen. It was good. I had another. I did a show for Harry Belafonte and Lena Horne, and that was fun. I had never. That was not a documentary. I had a friend who was a documentary producer, and they wanted me to. He asked me to do it, and I guess CBS let me do it. And I had never met Harry Belafonte or Lena Horne before, and I did the script for them, and that was fun. I got into a fight about that show. Well, I got involved with the executive producing the show. Got a producer named Chiz Schultz, whom I don't. And I had to come up with a complete script and every word written and the words of every song. They wanted the whole words of every song in my script, so it was a big fat script. I'll put the names of the songs in was easy, but the words to the song. So I'd come in, and they were fussing with my script, changing the words I'd written. You know, making little diddly things. And I probably said that great line of Fred Allen's, "Where were they when the paper was blank?" But so one day I came in, and they were making a couple of diddly little corrections or what they thought were improvements in my script. So I took the script back, and one of the songs that Harry Belafonte sang was Stormy Weather. So when I'm redoing the script, I make a few changes in the words to Stormy Weather. And so we come back into the thing. Somebody says, what, these aren't the words to Stormy Weather. I said, well, I just made a few changes in them. I thought I'd improve Stormy Weather a little bit. They were furious. I was kidding, of course. Oh, there were no problems. As a matter of fact, CBS jumped to do it. We were all bending over backwards to right this wrong we all agreed had been done for so many years. And that might have been the biggest problem with it, that we shouldn't have gone that far, because it was a bending over backwards. But they were good shows, and it was. I'm never in favor of doing shows that are really useful. I don't think that's anything a journalist should set out to do. I mean, you don't set out to do good in any obvious way except by revealing information. But these shows did a lot of good, and some small way, they helped. And I think something that you don't say is that blacks were inhibited from having as much history as whites were having. I mean, they did not get the opportunity to emerge and be leaders that the whites did. So to some extent, they had less history, and even what they had was lost or obscured in many cases.